Jason Statham versus Vin Diesel.
There was like a giant safe dragged through the streets of Rio.
Jason Statham versus Dwayne Johnson.
Hello?
Dominic Toretto. You don't know me. You're about to.
What's amazing about the seventh one is that by 5, I think we were all like, how are we gonna outdo 5?
2 sequels ago, we were trying to figure out how in the hell we're gonna continue to outdo ourselves.
And then with 6, there was cars jumping out of a plane, and then with 7, there's cars jumping out of a plane with parachutes.
We put our contribution in there, but there's so many other elements that have to come together in order to continue to outdo, and we've done that, man. So I think this is destined. This is how it's supposed to be.
It's so big now. Did you ever imagine when you were shooting the first one that it would do this?
No, never. With the first one, it was a movie about cars, about street racing. It was pretty small. So
Yeah.
never imagined it would grow to be something this big.
As long as we're deeply rooted in family,
Yeah.
then I think the fans are always going to continue to support, no matter how much their love for cars is, because that's what this franchise is really all about.
The most important thing in life will always be the people right here, right now. That's what's real.
And how was working with James Wan, new director?
James Wan, man.
He's my hero because he stepped into a very successful franchise.
A lot of pressure.
The most successful one was 6 to date. And for him to step in to take over 7 and then have that tragedy to happen to our brother in the middle of filming, I don't really know if anybody else would have been able to handle it.
Justin had this quality about him, which he was always very calm under pressure and never showed any cracks. And that's really important when you're shooting a film this big. And James had the same quality where he just always seemed very mellow, very calm, very confident, and from what I've seen of the film so far, it looks amazing. So I think he did a great job.
Yo, Roman, you need some fresh air?
Justin, you didn't think it could get any better, huh?
Are there any ideas that you know of that are still, we gotta get this thing that we haven't maybe done yet?
Well, we got to get to Mexico and meet
Definitely.
all of your sexy and beautiful friends.
Yes, we do.
The clubs out there, I heard, is so real.
Maybe not Mexico City, though, because there's a lot of traffic.
I don't mind.
Or that might make it interesting.
Traffic leads to the magic. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
We love all of the fans out there in Mexico, throughout Mexico. You've been supporting. I think the #1 support is the Latin community of the Fast and the Furious around the world. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And the pressure going into Fast 7 was so real because we're like, how do we make this the biggest, the best, and the most significant one? And I believe we did it. And we just hope to never let the fans down.
So what's the plan, Dom?
One last ride.
Nope, I'm not looking.
What are some of the biggest things that you think people are gonna be talking about?
Definitely everybody talking about this supercar jumping from one skyscraper to another skyscraper, as you see in the preview and the trailer of the movie. But I mean, the fight scenes, Jason Statham versus Vin Diesel, wow. What else?
Jason Statham versus Dwayne Johnson.
Aha.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
So much, it's too much.
Yeah, I don't really know where this guy finds all the energy. He's smaller than both of them, but he's got a lot of muscles and heart.
Shaw lives in a world that doesn't play by your rules. And like it or not, you and your friends are a part of it now.
You gotta stand for something, otherwise you'll fall for anything, man. And standing for family, there's nothing more admirable than that.